Jimmy, I'm gonna have to say this point blank. Yeah.
All right, folks.
You put on a hell of a show this weekend. Well, the kids did, and you just provided them with a place. What did I miss Friday and Saturday night? Because the day was a good day for me.
Well, man, I mean, the Super 16, we normally started off actually with 16 teams 15 years ago. This is the 15th season that we're doing this event. And we call it, dub it as the Fall High School Championships. This is probably the closest measuring stick that people can use to kind of, take the pulse of a lot of the high school teams going into their varsity season. And one thing about it, there's no foolproof way to trick your way or luck your way to winning this thing. That's over the course. It's always the first weekend in October. And now it's grown to 24 teams, but the way that it goes, only 16 advance to Sunday. So those are indeed the Super 16 teams. However, this year, what you missed on Friday, we started off on Friday evening, played 6 games. A lot of teams, it was packed house. James Harden showed up to watch Hightower play. It was they played against Spring, and I'm talking about they have a freshman. He's the next best thing, the next anointed one out of H-Town, and his name is Bryce Griggs. Bryce Griggs made his debut for a lot of people with the Hightower team. He's a freshman now and on varsity, and this kid is nationally known, and he fared well. And so on Saturday, he had a lot of tight games, man, all the way through it. It went from pool play and went into bracket play on Saturday. One of the top games people thought about on that day was Dickinson and Martin Ranch, and that was a good game, super game. Then you had a Clark Memorial game, went quadruple overtime. I mean, just packed houses, and what it did indirectly, it gave Yates High School, the brand new Jack Yates High School, state-of-the-art facility. It basically was an open house for the general public to come and check out their new digs, because people had stereotyped schools like Yates for so long. Yates has an awesome facility. 2 courts side by side. Hell, the auxiliary court has just as many seats as the main court from the previous Yates High School. And you're talking about now Yates High School with bleachers on both sides of the court. How about that? I mean, and so everybody loved it, the event. All of the games were on time. The referees, the sports official, the Houston chapter gave us 3 refs on every court for every game. I mean, it was just, and the thing I liked about it is that when it got down to the quarterfinals, I was talking with some of the fellas. Any one of the quarterfinals, any one of them could have won this tournament this year, and it would not have been a shocker to anyone. That goes to show you just how balanced this season will be for high school basketball in Greater Houston. If you missed the Super 16 this year, don't panic. It'll be one next year, the first weekend in October, and we don't know the location yet. We always kind of rotate it around H-Town. And I think Madison has already reached out because their new facility is set to open up in January of 2019. And guess what? Coach Mara already let me know that they will have the largest on-campus gymnasium in all of Houston Independent School District, Madison High School. So I'm interested in, I'm anticipating looking at seeing how that's going to go.
Because in order to say that, you would have to be close to 2,000, if not more, in one spot.
Well, he tells me they're going to have bleachers on both sides plus under one of the goals. Those are pull-out bleachers.
That would be around about that number.
And so so maybe if Madison, this event, it really helps the community to see what the potency of some teams are. It doesn't mean you have to win it to be number one, no. But if you win this thing, you have instant street cred. You're expected to do big things. We know won it last year. Concordia Lutheran won the tournament last year. Guess what they did? They won the state championship. Atascocita won it back-to-back 4 years ago and 3 years ago. Guess what they did? They won the state championship after winning this thing. Yates won it in 2010 and in 2011 and 9. Guess what they did? They won the state championship after winning this thing. This is the litmus test for your high school varsities. And guess what? I just tried my best, man, and get my staff, and we put together a good platform for these kids to get on stage and they can dance their butts off. That's what I'm talking about, Super 16.
Well, Jimmy, for folks that definitely been under a rock in a cave hibernating for some 20 or 30 years, tell folks who you are and your website and everything.
Yeah, I didn't do that, guys. I'm Jim Hicks. I cover all of the greater Houston high school basketball scene. Been doing so for 18 years, since 2001. And my website is rcsports.com. That's rcsports.com. That's the website. And also you can catch me Monday through Thursday from 12 to 2 on amazing 102.5 FM. And that's called the Chop Shop. That's a different type of
That's where
sports.
it go down at on every day.
Absolutely. So make sure, guys, you check out the Chop Shop Monday through Thursday from 12 to 2 Central Time. And also you can watch it live on Facebook. Simply go to Facebook, type in Chop Shop HTX, and guess what? It will expedite your lunch break. It's nothing like the Chop Shop. But thanks so much, man, for everybody from tuning in and supporting. Next year, hey, the Chop Shop. Don't forget now, the season opener for basketball is on November the 10th. That's a Saturday. Guess where it's going to be at? The Campbell Center, 8,000-seat arena. And guess who's the headliner at that event? The champions of the 2018 Super 16 Eisenhower, they're playing against Klein Forest. The building won't be big enough for that. Remember the old days, Jefferson Fieldhouse and all those old days? We're bringing that thing back. Gonna pack the Campbell Center out. November the 10th.
Well, Jimmy, you know, I was around during that time, still in school, high school, middle school. So when you mention, you know, places like Jefferson and Delmar, to me, when I look at when I talk to folks about those buildings, I know what I'm looking at when I see a crowd.
Well, guess what? Hey, get your dust off your zoot suit, Jerry. It's going down November the 10th. That's a Saturday at the Campbell Center. 8 games gonna fill your day up. And guess what? Tickets are only $5. That's the good thing about it. We're gonna give you 2018 high school basketball at, guess what? At 1968 prices. It's $5. Everybody can get in, get your tickets early. But we got, hey, don't forget, November the 10th, the season opening. That's what it's called at the Campbell Center. And check the website, RCS Sports, for the schedule. You can get the schedule of all the games right now. But once again, man, thanks you guys so much for supporting high school basketball in the Houston area. That's a big thing. Appreciate it.
And this was Jerry Lee Woodley Jr., the College Sports Report.